Hello guys and welcome to my channel The Debugger. Today we are going to get this coding challenge done for the book HTML5 and CSS. I'm going to start with the first coding challenge there, and I'm pretty much assuming I'm going to get the entire book finished for you guys to have the entire tutorials watched. This is for learning purposes, and learning and education purposes of course, so this is definitely going to be helpful in regards to get your coding skills upgraded, or if you are new to the coding environment, this will be really helpful because HTML is the basic, or I would say the very easiest language, one of the easiest language to learn with the web programming. So yeah, this will be definitely helpful, and I do have the GitHub repository already created. In case if you guys need the GitHub repository, please comment it down, and I can definitely get the GitHub repository posted on for you guys in the comment section. So if anyone needs it, post it over the comment and I can get that done for you. I'm just going to get the case tutorial or the coding challenge one over here so we can make sure. And let me just grab it and open there, I guess. Okay. Oh, alright, so I'm going to add the folder that is already there for this complete coding challenge over here. So if we see the folder, this, as I have mentioned, this already has the documentation onto it, and this is the coding challenge 1 of 1, and that's underscore txt html. That's the file that we have over here. So firstly, we can get started with the name there. So I'm going to put my name. If you guys want to go for yours, you can go ahead as well. I'm going to put the date over here, so you can definitely have that noted. So I will leave it over for here, as the coding challenge one and everything is mentioned. I'm going to keep it as it is for now. As for the header side, just before we go ahead over here, what I am going to do is, I'm not sure about you guys, but what you guys can actually do in order to make sure that you are using the actual material, or you are able to see the actual changes whatever you do in this work environment. You should be able to see that as soon as you enter anything onto it. What you can do is you guys can go into this extensions. Over extensions, you can just go for live server. In for the live server, once you install it, since I have already installed it, I just see as disabled or to uninstall it, but you guys can actually be able to install that. Once it's been installed, you guys can open it from here as live server. So once you do that, this is what it's going to do. uh in case if I missed, please subscribe to this channel. This is where you will find all the videos like this. So the debugger is the channel. I'm going to post the other ones for JavaScript, and as well as in regards to Python and many other languages that you can imagine for. So we are going to go with all the challenges, and it will be really helpful for learning. But we are going to go back to the topic over here. This will be the coding environment that we are going to work on. So right now we have nothing, but we do have a title over here. We do see the title. So that's coding challenge 1. So you see there is one here title, and it's running on a server which is not really actually existed, but it's running on .1 server. The like 127.0.0.1 is the actual live server that we are. It's an integrated live server that we can use to get that worked, and we can directly see the changes over here. Okay, so it's right away that we are going to see the changes. Now getting back to the actual coding challenge, we are going to start the actual coding challenge now, right? So we have the following are the URLs associated with each website, and we have to make sure that we can get so this is each website that we have to actually use. Now firstly, it says that you have to open the code 1-1 underscore txt.html file, and we have to enter the name and the date in the heading section, and then to the same location. Now within the body section of the file, enter the text government sites on the web. So we are just going to enter that right over there and mark that text as the h1 heading. So that's what the matters the most. So in case if you know, we have 6 type of headers. We can go from h1 tag to h6, and then if we are using the h1 tag, it's going to be the biggest font or the highest maximum possible font according to the direct h1 tags. So I'm going to use h1 over here, and the tag is going to be closed by itself through VS Code. Thanks to VS Code on that. So government sites on the web. Now, as I have mentioned, I am using the live server. I I actually don't see the changes over here just because I haven't saved the code yet. So once I had the code saved, we can directly see it on the web page. It's government sites on the web. All right. So we already see that over here. Now place the list of the government websites under the unordered nested within the navigation list. So within the navigation list is basically it should be a nav bar, and within the navigation list we are going to get unordered list created, so that will be ul. All right, so ul is for unordered list, ol is for ordered. Just going to leave it for now. uh so as we are going through for the ordered list, sorry, for the unordered list, I have copied everything from here, and we are just going to get that pasted. But before getting that pasted, what I want to actually do is I'm just going to put that as the comment section over here, so we can actually have that noted on for it. So I'm just going to put that as a comment onto it. Oh, and then a space, and everything has been copied over here. So since I don't want to get this bulletin removed every single time, I can just use my work environment to get this done. And then I pretty much thinking we have to make up a list onto it, right? So okay, so we have to make up a list now. All right, and the list, according to the first point where it says that it has to actually get the list created, we have to separate each items in the navigation list, right? So what we need to actually do, we can just completely get that separated onto it, right? So we are just going to paste it few times. I think it should be around 8 times. All right, so we got that pasted about 8 times there now. And then for US Congress, oh, actually for we have to start it over here. So we are just going to paste each and every single website from here to here. All right, so we have got everything copied over for us, and yeah, so since we have made some changes, it's really time to actually see some good thing now. So since I'm using the live server, I have saved my actual file there. I have to reopen it again, sorry, just because I have changed the destination files. This is our actual file that we are seeing. It's already under the points for bulletins, right? Because we have got this unordered list, we have got the actual, it's just a text though, it's just a text. According to what we see, this is everything as like the this should be like hyperlinks. It's not a text, and the hyperlink should, if we see, it's just the first name of every hyperlinks. But we are going to make these changes, right? So I'm just going to place it over here to keep the changes, and we can make sure that everything that we can go through, it's directly able to be viewed. All right, so I'm just going to keep this open here. All right, so what they say now, mark each text of each government site as hyperlink using a tag. Set the href attribute to URL specified above. in this case, we can use this list. We have to put it in under the list. We have to create up an hyperlink, but the hyperlink should be in the list order. So we have to use this list tag to get this hyperlink done. What we can do in this one is a hypertext. Oh, sorry. So it should be just an a and ref href. Or we can just close the tag, so we will have the closer tag for a as well. Now for href, we can use this link and we can paste it over here, right, in the href. And then we can, what we need to actually print, it should be the outside of the first angular bracket that is going to be closed after href. Once we do that, we can see now it shows as USA government, and that's how it should be showing and to your perspective as well. We are going to do the same thing for each and every tag, and that then this, I think this is the coding challenge that we need to do that. So let me just get this finished over here. I'm just going to take this and okay, so we are just going to grab everything from here and get pasted over for here, and that should be the same thing over for the live server as well now. So if we see, we have the same thing for this entire coding that should be done for as a challenge, and that has been completed over here. If you have guys followed up to this, congratulations, this is the first coding challenge that you are going to complete for your HTML.